Did you happen to see the story that broke yesterday about how the college football semifinal playoff TV ratings were down over 35% from over a year ago? But what did you expect? I mean, the powers that be decided that, hey, let's make New Year's Eve that go-to day that you're going to want to watch the college football semifinals. I'm sorry. People are not going to be sitting around at home, waiting around all day to watch the college football semifinals, and they certainly aren't going to be staying home later at night before going to parties to watch a game that kicks off late and doesn't finish till 10:30, 11 o'clock Eastern time anyway. What did you expect? I mean, what were you thinking playing the games on New Year's Eve and expecting massive TV ratings? Forget about the fact that other than the first half of the Clemson-Oklahoma game, there was no compelling reason to watch either of the games unless you happen to be a Clemson or a Alabama fan, because except for that first half, the other three halves of the two games combined, absolutely worthless to watch. That's how it goes. Yesterday, College Bowl action. I gave you a couple of free winners here on the video report. A 2-0 sweep. Stanford easily over Iowa. Michigan the same against Florida yesterday. 5 bowl games yesterday. 5 favorites all covered. All 5 favorites win by double digits. That ain't happening again. I can tell you right now. Ain't no way that's happening today. Probably won't happen next year. Probably won't happen the year after that. I mean, that's an anomaly, guys. Hi, everyone. Al DeMarco here. This, of course, is going to be your Saturday video report. You know the drill. Each and every Saturday, I give you a money-saving discount coupon code that could potentially save you hundreds of dollars off your total purchase price, and today is no different. And FYI, I am going to have another free bowl play coming up in Arkansas, Kansas State, among 2 complimentary plays on this Saturday video report. But again, this being Saturday, that money-saving discount coupon code is going to be 22%, 22%. That'll save you 22% off your total purchase price. That's right, it's a mix and match coupon, which means you can use it for any handicapper's combination of picks and or packages. The only stipulation, it's a one-time usage coupon, which means you got to put everything in your shopping cart at one time to maximize your savings. And again, you save 22% off the total purchase price by using coupon code 22%. Props going out to Shawn Michaels, who yesterday hit his first college football 100-dime max wager play of the entire season. Ohio State getting the job done easily against Notre Dame, 44-28, easily covering the 6-point spread in a game that the Buckeyes controlled from start to finish. You got it for well over half price off. You got it for only $44. Listen, 100-dime college football max wager releases. Shawn is now 23-9. 23-9 over the past 6 seasons combined. And today, he has number 2. Second of the entire season. It's on your game between Oregon and TCU. The Alamo Dome game, the Alamo Bowl between the Horned Frogs and the Ducks. You get it as the half-price play of the day from the winningest football handicapper here at the site, Shawn Michaels, a guy who has made $10 bettors in football over the past 6 seasons, a little over $23,000. You get it for half price simply by using coupon code HALF, H-A-L-F. Props also going out to Brad Wilton, another 100-dime winner. He called it his bailout lock yesterday. You didn't need to be bailed out with that one, guys. It was easy as Mississippi just crushed Oklahoma State. Weren't the Cowboys a perfect example of a team that finished the regular season in a slump, had no motivation, nothing to play for, and it showed in their lackluster effort last night as the Rebels just ran up and down the field on them. You got it for over half price off today. Same drill, save $60 as he goes for 100-dime winner number 12 out of 16 and 4 out of 5 in the bowls. It's on your Liberty Bowl clash, and I'm going to talk about it in just a moment. Arkansas and Kansas State. You use coupon code BOWLING, B-O-W-L-I-N-G. Remember, Brad Wilton has made $10 bettors a little over $30,000 the past 176 days. You can do the math. That's nearly a 6-month roll for Brad Wilton, where you've won over $30,000 following his plays. All your other coupons, discounts, etc. can be found over on the homepage. Let's talk about the bowl game first, and then I'll get to the two college basketball selections, as I want to take a look at the games between Virginia and Notre Dame and Xavier and Butler coming up in a moment. Arkansas and Kansas State. Listen, Kansas State was damn lucky to even become bowl eligible. Although this year, 5-7 got you into the bowls. But Kansas State got to 6-6. They won the season's first 3 games, beating 3 nobodies. That's the best I can say about Bill Snyder's team this season, as they opened up with wins against South Dakota, at Texas San Antonio, a game in which they struggled for the first half, and against Louisiana Tech. They closed with 3 straight wins, needing to come back for a fourth quarter rally against West Virginia in their season finale in order to attain that 6-6 status. Meanwhile, Arkansas, I expected a lot out of the Razorbacks this season. I'll never forget, early in the year, I used them against Toledo, and they lost outright to Toledo. When you lose to a Mid-American Conference school and a lot is expected out of you, that does not bode well. But you got to give Brett Bielema some credit. The Arkansas coach definitely turned his team around, and this is a team that closed on a 5-1 run, with the only loss coming by 1 point in a wild and woolly game against Mississippi State. And along the way, they won at LSU, and they won against Ole Miss in their final 2 road games. This game means a lot more for Arkansas, I think it does, for Kansas State. Yeah, Kansas State is trying to avoid its first losing season in the 142 years that Bill Snyder has been their head coach. That's beside the point. I just don't see much out of this Kansas State defense, a defense that gave up 4.8 yards per carry. Granted, they played in the tough Big 12, but Arkansas with that big, massive offensive line, with who's the running back who's got 3 straight years of 1,000 yards rushing, Alex Collins. They're going to run the ball right through Kansas City Swiss cheese defense, or Kansas State Swiss cheese defense. And Kansas State offensively, you never know what you get one week from another. What I do like about the Razorbacks is this year that Brandon Allen, he had a very good season passing the ball. Threw for over 3,000 yards, 27 touchdowns, and only 7 interceptions. So it's not like Kansas State can sell out and focus simply on the run here today, because Arkansas can beat them through the air. Yes, it's a big number, 12.5 to 13 points. But again, I come down to which team is lucky to even be here in this spot, which is Kansas State, and which is the better team, which is Arkansas, with a couple of big road wins again against LSU and Mississippi in its last 2 outings outside of Fayetteville. Today they're playing in Memphis. Not a long trek. Going to be a lot of Arkansas faithful there. I like the Razorbacks in this one. College basketball, dude, Laking first, Virginia, at home today, opening up ACC play as a 9.5-point chalk against Notre Dame. Cavaliers struggled, did not cover. Matter of fact, I used Oakland against Virginia as a complimentary play a couple nights ago as a 17-point road dog, and they covered in a 71-58 loss at Virginia. I thought it was a spot where the Cavaliers were in a precarious position, coming off a game in which they had to rally from a double-digit deficit at home to beat California 63-62, and getting caught in that sandwich situation where they were looking ahead to today's ACC opener. And as expected, they didn't play well. 9.5-point number, yeah, it's a big price. But listen, Virginia has played exceptional ball this season. This is a Cavaliers team that has won 10 straight games since losing their second game of the season, a revenge spot at GW, George Washington. This is a team that has handily defeated Villanova and West Virginia, smacked both the Wildcats and the Mountaineers down playing at home. They can do the same thing against an Irish team that's just 2 games removed from an 80-73 loss in Bloomington to defenseless Indiana. So I'm going to go with Virginia here. Irish playing only their 3rd true road game of the season, and I'm going to lay the 9.5 points. Tony Bennett's team, known for its exceptional defense, but this year, highest scoring Virginia team since 2007. Extremely good from the field and from Tripleville. Virginia is your other complimentary play in college hoops. On the late card, the early card, I love Xavier today, but I have to give you a little asterisk when it comes to this play that I'm going to talk about in just a second. Now, the Musketeers are minus 4.5 at home against Butler. These are 2 teams that are coming off big losses. Butler, after a 7-0 start at home, gets upset in its Big East opener by Providence. Providence comes in as a 7.5-point underdog, beats them 81-73. Now, you lose the Hinkle Fieldhouse, Butler, for the way they're playing this season. It was shocking because this is a Butler team that had been averaging over 85 points a game at home. Problem with Butler, no defense this year. And Providence exploited that with the win, 81 points on the board. Xavier, I think the result was even more shocking because this was a team that was undefeated, a team that beat Cincinnati by double digits, a team that beat Dayton by 29 points, a team that beat Alabama by 19 points, beat USC by 10, beat Michigan by 16. 5 biggest foes on its card when it started the season undefeated, all double-digit wins. Goes to Villanova in revenge, and what did the Wildcats do? Nova destroys Xavier. I mean, just destroys them. 95-64, 12-0 team goes down in flames. So you've got two teams that are licking their wounds. I'd rather back the home team at a price, which is great because if they had played a competitive game and lost to Villanova, this game would have certainly been a 6.5-point line. So at 4.5, I think it's a bargain basement price. If they had won at Villanova, they'd probably be laying 8.5 today, considering, again, Butler's coming off a home loss. Now, did Butler win in Cincinnati earlier this season, handing the Bearcats their first loss of the season? Yes, but as we have seen, Cincinnati isn't that good. Hell, they lost to Temple at home a couple of days ago. Now, the asterisk that I turned about, their starting point guard, Edmund Summer, is day-to-day after taking a nasty fall in the Villanova game. If he was playing, I love the game. I mean, I don't love it as much as my best bet today, which is the Oregon-TCU contest, but it would be right there, 1A and 1B. But again, I don't know, and I checked right before doing the video report whether he's playing today. So I still like Xavier, though, today, because, again, I think although they're coming off the crushing road loss, they are back at home, reduced price. Butler, a more devastating loss in my eyes, losing at home outright as a 7.5-point favorite. That'll do it, guys. Once again, Arkansas in your college bowl game. A couple of home favorites, Virginia and Xavier, your college basketball free plays. And I'll catch you again tomorrow when we do this one more time. Good luck, everybody.